Hi, I'm Patty, and that's Late Lisa. This is Live with Lisa and Patty.
I thought we were dressing
We are
as
cats. You just said to wear all black, not actually paint your face.
I thought that was a given.
Oh, looks cute. This is the Halloween version of Live with Lisa and Patty. At least I wore all black.
Sad.
At least I wore. Why are you sad?
Because I dressed up as a cat. I thought
I have ears.
I thought this was a group activity.
Did I even put them on right? Okay, good.
Did I?
It is a group activity. Like, I'm wearing the ears and I wore all black.
I'm a sad pussy.
And you look wet, too.
Yeah, I actually am. I was running so late, and then, I was, running out of my house, and I was like, I didn't turn on the air conditioner for the dogs.
So, I guess the reason for Lisa being late is because she had to paint a nose on and some whiskers. But we are here once again. If you guys want to ask us anything, I don't know if anybody's watching it, but it's the...
Everyone says hi.
Hi! It's the Halloween version.
Yes.
What are you going to be for Halloween?
Not a cat.
She looks like a disappointed pussy.
I really am, though.
Well, I didn't know you were going to go to the full extreme.
I said cats. What else did you think to dress up?
Well, she told me to wear all black. I did. First of all, I followed
Dude,
that
I even
guideline.
was doing my makeup I need to take time on this because Patty's going to bring it with the makeup. I
did not. I should have done a comic book cat. Oh, that's awesome. Well, at least I get to look at you all day like that.
You know? I know, right? I'm literally stuck all day at work like this. So I just want everyone to
appreciate
appreciate
going to the gym
this.
after this or something.
You guys are the best video podcasters ever.
Okay, so Scott, are you going to dress up for Halloween? Scott's our little comment. What do we call you? Moderator?
Director, producer.
Yes.
Director, producer
is what you should call me. I'm gonna dress as Michael Moore.
So all you have to do is basically put a hat on.
Basically, yeah.
And just make some documentaries.
That's it. I'm just gonna have a camera around and say things like socialism and just business bad. And
I think it's a good idea. It's a good look for you.
That is a good idea. He looks just like Michael Moore from the back.
I do, yeah.
And from the front. But for reals, what are you going to be for Halloween?
Well, this past weekend I was a devil. Apparently now I'm a cat. And then I'm going to be, it's kind of a surprise. So I guess people won't see it though, huh?
They won't see it, so it's not like they can take your exact
I'm going to
look.
be a dead mermaid. So that's what I'm going for. That's what the look's going to be.
That's
for this
highly
week.
specific.
Yeah.
Dead
I've actually
mermaid.
seen her costume. It's pretty legit. It's pretty cool.
Pretty cute.
Where
I'm excited.
do you believe in mermaids? I don't know why I'm thinking of these questions, but
No.
Interviewing Lisa.
Yeah, thank you. No, we did have some questions, but I left them at home when I was trying to put my cat makeup together.
That cat eye, though.
Well, at least you didn't wear green this week.
You guys, maybe that's why Patty's like, oh, she told me to wear black, so she'll remember to wear black. And
I wasn't sure you're going to remember to show up. I was like, where is she? I'm sitting here by myself for 15 minutes before we start a live stream, and she walks in literally when we say rolling.
Yeah. Hey, so future reference, if you ever become friends with me in real life, I'm always late. Like, always.
But you're not Jock Lee DeBow late. That's a different level of late. So I could deal with you. Better late than pregnant.
Okay, so we had some things we were going to discuss until we got some questions. So, Patty, what was your favorite growing up? What was your favorite Halloween costume you ever wore?
My favorite Halloween costume growing up was probably Dorothy, because I got to do the whole hair thing and have the little basket with the little fake dog. It was just the whole thing of being like, oh my God, somewhere over the rainbow, I'm Dorothy.
Ready.
Because I love The Wizard of Oz. And also Wicked. So
there you go. See, there you go.
It's kind of cool. And you?
Mine was for about, I would say 2-3 years. I was Belle over and over again, which my parents were stoked about because they never had to buy a new costume until they were like, okay,
it's not out of it.
Right? Yeah, they're like, oh, it's getting a little tight now. Why don't you try another princess? No, I was
she's stripper Belle now.
Yeah, I was
cleavage coming
I was 7. I didn't
Have you seen little girls
I was
these
17.
days? It's horrible. Little girls' costumes these days are out of control. Do not dress your child like a slut, please. It's just not attractive.
What if they want to dress like my mommy? Just kidding. You know what? That's kind of been a big argument lately is people are looking at the Halloween costumes, especially for little girls. And like, it's like, I'm a policeman with a skirt and a tutu. And that's not exactly what a policewoman wears. Do you have a problem with that? Would you dress your daughter up in that?
No. Never. If she wants to be a policeman, she's wearing the damn pants that police people wear. Or the shorts that go down to their, like, knees. It's like...
Oh, don't do that.
I do that in daily life. I was like, I own those.
You're like, are those really long shorts or really short pants? We can't figure it out.
It's called Tuesday over here. Yeah. I mean, I don't personally have a problem with it if the girl wants it. Now, if my daughter...
It's tasteful, but like a tutu is tasteful.
Yeah.
It's a little girl thing. But I've seen stuff where like little girls have like really low cut stuff. They don't even have any cleavage.
I was such a hoe as a child, though. Like, I remember I wanted to be...
For show.
Yeah, I was like in... the 6th grade, and I wanted to be Elvira, and I wanted everything, but I wasn't packing the heat at the time.
Elvira is kind of cool, though.
Yeah, see, I wanted to be Elvira, so I had, like, the long, I think it was called,
Mistress of the Dark.
Yeah, but they couldn't call it that, so it was called, like, the Night Queen or something. But it had, like, the long sleeves with the spiders on it and everything. Yeah, I was about that
Night Queen. That means you weren't a graduated hoe yet.
Yeah.
Right there.
Actually, I was the Dusk Queen. I hadn't made it to nighttime just yet. No, and then...
What other question did you have? I don't remember.
Are you going to give out candy to kids or no?
When I lived with my mom, we did, because it was a good neighborhood. I live on a very busy street now, and I just think it's kind of dangerous. Because I don't think very many people like stop in the middle of that street. But I would always go to my mom's house. She lives in Sonoma Ranch area in Las Cruces, so it's like all the kids get all packed up, and they just go through that neighborhood like crazy. And we always give away candy. It's fun to see the kids dressed up, I guess. But I'm a kid person. Lisa's not a kid person.
No, I just keep the candy for myself, actually. Like, I'll go buy it. And then there was one year I was going to give out candy. Got all excited. My dogs are dressed up. I was ready for this.
And nobody came.
I was stuck with candy till, like, Thanksgiving. I would have parties at my house.
With candy. Like, she didn't want it.
But it was, like, gross candy by that point. It wasn't, like, the good stuff, like the chocolate and stuff. I was left with, like, the Tootsie Rolls and that crap. Ooh. Yeah, so I was stuck with candy forever. So ever since, and I've never done it again. And I do live in a neighborhood where lots of people do trick or treat, but I think I'm either I was on the morning show for a while, so I would come home and just go to sleep. I didn't have time to stay up and give out candy. I just wanted to sleep. And then I think last year was like on a Saturday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're probably out.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir in the front in the red flannel.
Yes.
Michael Moore, is that you?
Question for Patty and Lisa after doing the Mo show. Did you like working in the morning or the afternoon at the stations?
Ooh.
Because you both done
yeah, right?
Yeah.
Group activity.
I enjoy getting up at 2:30 in the morning and getting my day over before anybody can come.
That's just because she has a kid now. Like, beforehand, I think she would.
I used to do the morning show in Las Cruces, though. It was the...
Yeah, but you were dying because you had 3 jobs at that time.
I was Jamaican. No, I really enjoy getting up early and getting it out of the way. I would rather do radio in the morning. And plus, I like to talk. And, like, radio shows in the afternoon, it's like, let me talk about the corn maze real quick, and that's all I can say. And play a song.
Corn.
I know, corn. Corn in a cup. What would you prefer?
I don't like corn in a cup.
Not corn in a cup. But
I know. I was like,
working in the morning or the afternoons?
I personally like the afternoons just because, one...
She's always late.
I'm always late.
Always late.
We just tell her shift starts at
these
noon.
videos are going to start starting at noon just so I'll be here by like
11:30, I think.
Yeah, 11:30, Lisa. I'm like, what? No, don't think so. Not doing this week's. No, I like working in the afternoons better just because, one, I liked going out and doing things. I like going to concerts. I like going to events in El Paso and things like that. So for me, the afternoons fit my lifestyle, my schedule a lot better. Also, I couldn't have been at Disturbed the other night. I couldn't be at Slayer and Anthrax later this week. I couldn't be doing... Oh, it reminds me, I need you to work the camera for that interview on Thursday. Did we talk about that? He's up too.
Michael Moore making documentaries.
Yeah, Michael Moore's going to be documenting my interview with Slayer, so you're welcome.
Yeah. I think that's pretty self-explanatory. I like working mornings. I like getting it over with.
I don't even like
because then too I get to be home early. It's awesome.
I literally tried to go to the gym this morning at 8, and please ask me what time I woke up at.
12:15.
Obviously not.
Well,
this makeup didn't happen. I was like, this makeup didn't happen in 15 minutes. Actually, it did.
Are there any more questions? What's happening? Oh, I thought you were like, you look like you wanted to say something.
Here's one that just came through. What's the scariest movie you've ever seen?
Hocus
I
Pocus.
hate The Exorcist.
Did you say
She said Hocus Pocus.
I don't like scary movies at all.
I don't either, but I saw The Exorcist, the newer one, and I cried. It was ugly. It gave me an ugly feeling. Not that it was like more of a
The Exorcism of Emily Rose or whatever?
No, The Exorcist remake that they put in theaters not so long ago. When she like walks backwards down the stairs. There's an older version of that one.
Yeah.
No, but the newer one. I actually went to the theaters to see this like in high school. My mom warned me and she's like, don't do it. Don't go to it. It's horrible. But no, I didn't listen to her. I cried when I got home. I was trying to be tough in front of my friends, but it was pretty scary.
I don't watch a lot of scary movies at all, actually. My best friend is a die-hard, like, horror junkie. And growing up, she would take me...
horror junkie.
You never know. No. So, like, when we were in, like, middle school, she made me go with her to go see The Bride of Chucky, and I was so scared the entire movie. God. And so we made a deal then, and it still stands to this day. If you make me watch a scary movie, you have to spend the night with me, because if I wake up in the middle of the night and I get scared, I will shake you awake and make you wake up until I fall back asleep. And that still happens to this day. Ask her. When she first got me into watching Walking Dead with her, I would do that to her. I'd wake her up.
You know, even The Walking Dead kind of freaks me out because of all the goriness. I don't like gory stuff.
I don't think it's that Walking Dead's not that bad. I can deal with that.
Glenn's eyeball popped out this past weekend.
So fucking
That's
awesome.
gross.
Spoiler alert!
Oh, you bitch.
Oh, no, if you haven't watched it by now, it's Tuesday. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
Deadside asks, is Lisa single and ready to mingle? Are you down to clown?
Down to clown? Clowns are scary.
You want to take her to Clown Town?
You can't even dress up like them this year.
I saw one this weekend. It was pretty scary.
Really?
At a party. I knew
I
who
feel
it
like
was.
nobody's going to dress up as clowns this weekend.
Oh, you didn't answer his question.
Oh.
But yes, if you were tuned in last week, she is. Move on. Just kidding.
Beham asks, if you had to have sex with a serial killer, which one would you do? First off, under what circumstances would you have to pick a serial killer?
I know. Am I really that?
Like, what kind of weird
bottom of the barrel?
Like, you're stuck in, like, serial killer, like, a convention?
I mean,
everybody else on Earth died and you have to repopulate the Earth? Okay, pick one, go.
I'm going to go with Charles Manson. Because
he'll eat you afterwards.
No, because he technically didn't kill anybody. And he got other people to do it for him. And he was friends with the Beach Boys. Obviously, I put way too much thought into this.
Yeah.
And he likes to play guitar. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm going to go with Charles.
He's an older gentleman, too.
Yeah. Don't like that thing on his head.
I don't know. I think I'd have to go with Michael Myers. Because you can't see his face.
Oh, we're doing fictional, too?
Why not?
Well, you have to do it for your own life, says Beham.
For my own life? So real life?
Sex to save your life, apparently.
Oh. Wow. Yeah, I'm just going to go with Manson.
That'd be pretty dangerous. So are we talking real serial killers or not?
You know, Brandon never has to answer these kinds of questions.
I know.
Yeah,
Why
right?
Brandon these sexual questions?
Yeah. Because they don't want to know.
I want to ask Beham who he or she would pick. I don't know if it's
Beham, you've been challenged.
Yeah, who would you pick to have sex with the serial killer?
The plot thickens.
Carlos wants to know if you're going to Slayer.
Yes! I'm so excited. I actually don't work that day, so I'm going to have like a Slayer-tastic day. They're going to be down, I think some of the guys from Death Angel, Slayer, and Anthrax are going to be like Hero Music earlier doing a signing for guitars. Then we're going to have Anthrax here in the studio. Then we're going to have Slayer for the soundcheck party. Then I get to interview Slayer, which Michael Myers, Michael Moore over here is so kindly going to
videotape. A serial killer, Scott.
Yeah, it's going to be a Slayer full day.
Good time.
And if you can, sign up online, klaq.com, the freeloader section. We're having a contest there where you can win to go to the Slayer soundcheck party. So you can win that, and it's super cool, actually, because you get tickets to the concert, you get tickets to admission to the soundcheck thing, and then on top of that, you also get to pick something from the merch table that you want.
Ooh,
so don't pick a
pretty good
package.
It's actually good.
Get a hoodie. Get a hoodie.
The most expensive.
Yeah, get a hoodie.
Brady asks, marry, do, or kill, Buzz, Brendan, and Fernie.
Oh, man.
Kill them all.
Let God sort them out.
I would say, after just spending last week with all three of them, I don't know. That's a pretty tough one. I would have to...
I'm marrying Buzz.
I was just going to say that.
I'm marrying Buzz.
Only because I know he's financially stable.
Right, yeah. Buzz is financially stable. He'll let you eat whatever you want.
Wait, what was it? Marry, kill, or sleep with? What?
Yeah, marry, do, or kill.
Okay, but if I'm married to Buzz, I don't have to have sex with him. So I'm going to go with that. So I'm marrying
I'd have
Buzz.
to agree with that. Marry Buzz.
His daughter's pretty cool, too. I'd go shopping with her. We'd do some damage.
I don't think I could do Fernie because he's not into girls.
No, yes, he is. He has a child.
Yeah, he's got
Well, yeah, he's been in a girl, but I don't know if he's into girls.
No, he's into. I've seen him out before. He's into girls.
I've seen him out before. That just sounds...
Fernie will sleep with whoever likes him.
Oh, okay. So, but
if Fernie's drinking, he gets a little flirty. So you never know.
See that.
I don't know. It's a toss up between the last two.
Just kill them both. Make them do each other.
Plot twist. Make them do each other and then kill them both.
Just walk out of the room. Just walk out of the room and be like, yeah, I'm going to be there in a second. I'm going to go to the bathroom and then run out.
The Walking Dead premiere could have not lived up to the hype. Did it live up to yours?
I wouldn't say it lived up to the hype just because, one, I knew it was going to be Glenn. And I love that they went with the comic book and that they actually did the eye popping out. That's fantastic. Like, they were pretty spot on, actually, with the comic book. But Abraham was a little bit of a plot twist. I didn't see that one necessarily coming.
We actually played the Walking Dead poll on the morning show last week, and I guessed Abraham and Eugene. So I kind of had an Abraham.
You knew it was
theory.
2. You knew it was going to be 2, too.
Yeah. And I don't know. Glenn was just sad because he's like going to be a new daddy. It's like get somebody pregnant and then die. That sounds like guys nowadays.
Waste your time, 2016.
But yeah, I don't think it was. I think it lived up to the hype though. It was pretty good. You think? That was a question, right?
Mm-hmm. Beham says, unfortunately, there are not a lot of girl killers except for the chick that went crazy and cut off the guy's dick.
Oh yeah, Mary. What's her name?
No, what about the girl that Charlize Theron portrays in Monster? Yeah, she was a prostitute and she would just go kill everybody.
All right, congratulations, Beham. That's who you're sleeping with.
Oh.
I think she was gay too. So.
Oh, lovely.
Carlos says Fernie is a pretend homo. He just wants to touch titties.
Same.
That's true. He's taking pictures with mine. I can, well, not open, but cleavage. So I could say that that's kind of true.
Okay.
He's just doing it for the titties. Okay.
I'm like, part of me wants to agree with that statement.
Okay,
Though.
if you had to be Negan and had to kill someone, who would you have chosen?
Myself.
Oh, I wish Father Gabriel was there.
You would just clubbed yourself to death.
Plot twist. Now somebody else lead this shit.
He's like, I'm out.
I don't know. I don't watch Walking Dead enough to know like each and every character intimately enough to know who I would kill.
I would go with if we go with anybody in the world, it would be Father Gabriel, just because I feel like he's so worthless at this point, and he just does stupid stuff all the time. If I had to go with someone in that circle, I would probably go with Eugene, just because. If you're thinking about it logically, obviously Negan's not. But if I was thinking about it logically, it's like Eugene does the least for the group. If I was Negan and trying to just cut off the hand of the group, then Abraham was a good choice, and I would have gone with Daryl. Do
you ladies watch American Horror Story?
No.
Remember
that non-scary movie thing?
Yes.
That falls in there.
Not big on...
No, Buzz tried for years. He'd be like, come on, there was a girl, like... And I was like, nope, I'm just going to hard no on that one. I watched maybe about 3 minutes once changing channels, and I was like, I
saw some pretty disturbing images, and I didn't want to watch it anymore.
I prefer to watch reality TV because I like the classy stuff.
I like football. That's reality to me. Lisa's like, no.
Yeah, I'm like, football's just...
Eli said no one would care if Eugene died.
Exactly. They would have been like...
Eugene did kind of start getting into his own... Start being a little bit more brave.
Yeah, but he still doesn't
really
help.
Do much, yeah.
Yeah, you can't cure the zombie disease. You can't shoot a gun. And you can't run adequately. Bye, Felicia.
Dead Side says, Daryl needs to die. Agree or agree strongly?
Oh, I disagree, sir. Logically...
But you could only agree and agree strongly. You couldn't disagree. Right?
No, I think what's going to happen is Negan's going to try and turn him into one of his men. Because he's feisty, he has a good spirit behind him. He's heard all about the things that he's done to one of his men, so he's like, I want that guy on my side. So he's going to try and turn him.
How long have you guys worked at KLAQ?
I don't remember.
In this building, I've worked for 6 years.
I think, because I was interning before you started, wasn't I?
Like that week.
No, I think I was here longer.
Or like a month. Because you interned with Monica for a while. It was barely, though. Like, we roughly both been here at this around the same time.
I would, yeah,
so like
around
6 or 7 years, give or take a couple months.
I think I've been here about 6-7 years. Interning
God,
first.
Time flies.
Yeah, I interned for about 6 months, and then I started working here part-time. So I started interning with Courtney Nelson back when I was still in college.
Courtney hired me. We love Courtney.
Survivor, Big Brother, or Hell's Kitchen?
Hell's Kitchen.
I've actually never seen Big Brother or Survivor really much to know, but Hell's Kitchen, Chef Ramsay kicks ass. I love him. He's so blunt. I just love that.
I just really like
and he
food.
can cook.
Like a lot of it.
Who's your football teams? We know Patty's is the Cowboys.
Yes.
You have a football
Lisa
team?
does not have a football team.
I would say Chargers, just because I've been
she's from that
watching them.
area?
Yeah, since I was little, but I don't really have.
She's like,
a
"Yay, team, make the point."
Yeah, I could
Lisa.
not. If you asked me football questions, I could probably bullshit my way through like maybe 2 or 3 questions, but then like other than that, no.
Okay.
Is anybody interviewing non-point?
No, I do not believe so.
Okay.
My ears feel like they keep slipping.
Since it's going to be Halloween, what is your unreasonable fears?
Oh, I have tons. I have
Irrational
so many.
fears kind of thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
Mine is like being alone in the shower, and the whole psycho scene, and it's just like if there's noise going on, you know, you're taking a shower, so you're like kind of zoned out, the water's in your face, and then like some like killers in your house.
Nah, I got the
So
dogs.
you just always have someone in the shower with you?
No, I just always have that fear, and I always have to think, you're stupid. There's nobody here.
No, I have a ton of irrational fears. I'm afraid of dark water. So like when I can't be in like a lake. And if I'm in them, if I'm like kayaking, I did that once in Lake Tahoe, and I like almost had a panic attack. I'm irrationally afraid of snorkeling. Found that out in Hawaii.
I feel like we're gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, tons. I'm irrationally afraid of cars coming down the street when it's dark outside. I don't know why, but I'll run and hide. Like I don't want the car to
She
see
just
me
want
outside.
to get drive by.
Yeah, basically, like I'm terrified of the car. Like I don't know why, and
She's
I
a
always
gangster.
do it.
It's your ninja instincts.
I just always hide, and it's so weird. And my neighbors think I'm crazy because they've seen me do it a couple times. They're like, are you hiding from him? Like, who's that person? And I was like, I don't know. I just don't like
Maybe
the
she has
car.
enemies we don't know about.
Yeah, I have to have the doors closed when I sleep at night because I'm afraid of what's going to come in.
I do like the doors closed at night. I have
Yeah.
to agree with that.
I don't know. I have a lot of weird fears. Pickles, terrified.
Pickles are scary.
Pickles are scary.
Like, how do they get pickled?
I don't
It's a
know.
mystery. Just kidding.
Do they pickle themselves?
No, they're cucumbers.
Then you tickle a pickle. What would you do if you saw someone dressed like a clown standing in front of you?
Walk away from
Just
it?
in life?
Apparently.
I saw one this weekend and I took a picture of him.
I would
Snapchat.
go with my not scary farm philosophy, which is because I don't like being scared, but I've done that before. So when walking through, I got scared and I didn't know what to do. And my immediate thing was I started twerking on it. And you'd be surprised because there's
When
two
in
ways
doubt, twerk it out.
Dude, because they don't know what to do. So the guy just looked at me and he's like, and just starts twerking on me too. And next thing you know, I had like a monster dance party. And nobody's afraid of a twerking clown. Let's throw that out there right
That's
now.
a good theory.
Yeah. So that's what you should do. Everyone twerk on clowns. They're not going to hurt you. They might ask for your number though.
Greatest concert you've ever seen?
Oh, God.
I couldn't even maybe give you like a top 3.
Go for it.
Roger Waters. Fantastic performer. Let me think. I wasn't that amazed with Paul McCartney was good, but I wasn't. Top concerts. I've seen so many though. I don't even. Beastie Boys were really fun. That was a really,
Ooh,
really
that would
fun
be
show.
fun.
Yeah. I don't know. Patty, go.
Well, obviously, because I'm in love with him. Justin Timberlake in Las Vegas. I went last year. It was pretty amazing.
That's a given.
It was the one that came out on Netflix. I was totally there. Just go watch it on Netflix. It's awesome. And also Nas at Red Rock Amphitheater.
I've always wanted to
I
go to Red
think
Rocks.
that the venue, though, had to do a lot with that because Nas is just awesome. But to be at Red Rock Amphitheater with, like, all these stoners.
Come on, man.
awesome.
Isn't it just like
Oh.
McElligott Canyon?
And it's 10 times better. But also, too, I know a lot of people are going to be like, what? Kanye puts on an amazing show.
He does. He
Kanye,
really does.
NERD, and Pharrell in Albuquerque one time. Probably one of the best shows I've seen. I know people hate him, but he's a musical genius for some reason.
I
He
passed
makes
out
money.
during his show.
You passed out?
Yeah, it was an accident.
Like how? Like were you just scared,
Wait, does
excited,
anybody
drunk?
pass out on purpose?
I know. Wait, let me pass out real quick.
Hold on, I gotta just.
I was in high school and I went to a concert and I didn't have a lot of money, but I had a ticket. So I was like, well, screw it, I'm going to go. So I didn't buy any water the entire day I was at this festival. And I was getting really dehydrated, but I'm just like, fuck it, rage on. So I was trying to go into the crowd for the concert and all of a sudden I just
And the
lost
deeper
it.
you get, the hotter it gets.
Nothing
the more
is
claustrophobic.
scarier than like hearing Gold Digger and everything starts going black. And it's like, I ain't saying you're a
Yeah.
gold digger. Pfft, passed out, woke up in some man's arms. And him and his girlfriend, he's holding me like a baby. And he's like, how many drugs are you on? And I was like, I'm not on drugs. And he's
I'm
like,
just
"It's
not
okay."
on water.
Yeah, he's like, it's okay, man. Just tell us what drugs you're on. And I was like, I'm not on any drugs. And I'm like freaking out. And he's like, what do you need? I was like, I just think I just need water. And he's like, oh, okay. And he starts feeding me like a baby. So he was definitely on drugs. But he gave me water.
He's like, look what I found.
Yeah, he nursed me back to health. It was a very sweet man.
What about you, Scott? What's the best concert you've been to? I'm going to put you into this.
Shit. Iggy Pop and the Stooges.
Yes.
Was Voodoo Fest 2003 or 4. And he was right before Marilyn Manson. And it was really very tough to watch Manson after having watched Iggy and the Stooges.
I was
do
Manson after
their
Iggy.
whole show with no pyrotechnics, nothing special, nothing fancy.
Just him.
Just Iggy Pop just coming out there and insulting the crowd. Just telling everybody that the music they like sucks and stuff like that.
Sounds like I'd be attracted
He was
to
mad that
him.
he wasn't the headliner, and then Marilyn Manson came out, and Marilyn Manson was great. It was a great show,
Yeah.
but not as good as Iggy and the Stooges, who are one of my favorite bands ever. So,
Nice. Okay.
That's a good one.
That
I
is a
like
good
that
one.
question.
funniest drunk story you have?
Oh, God. Funniest.
I
drunk
don't remember
story.
a lot.
I know. How are you
Yeah.
supposed to remember that?
That's a good point. That's a good point. Carlos asks, how about Fleshgod Apocalypse?
Oh, I like them. Actually, they were really good. I went and saw them at Mesa Music Hall. I actually went there to go see Abigail Williams, and then I'd never seen Fleshgod before. So I'm sitting there and I'm talking to my friend, and all of a sudden they all came out in their outfits, and I was just like, oh, tea time, I gotta go. Went to the stage. You guys have never seen Fleshgod, but they're dressed up in like Victorian era clothes, and there's a woman that sings opera while they're doing the growling and everything in the songs. It's very strange and different, but really interesting to watch. Actually, probably one of the better shows that I've seen at Mesa Music Hall. I would definitely recommend people go out and see them next time they come to town.
Beham asks, Scott, Fernie, Brandon, Buzz, Mary, fucking kill, which we won't get into because we already had that earlier in the show, and so
Rewatch
You
it.
can rewatch the live
everybody
stream.
knows that they would both marry me, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway,
Scott's fun.
yeah. Beham also passed
Bless
out
you.
in
Thank
Neon
you.
Desert once for half a day, so
Half a day. Did
Yeah.
nobody realize you were passed out?
I have no idea what was going on there. That's a pretty long time to be passed out with a bunch of strangers.
Yeah.
Hmm.
At least nobody touched you inappropriately.
Oh, no, wait.
You know
Beham
of.
wants me to answer that question.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're going to be fucking all of them, right?
Scott's like, I'd married myself.
Already fucked all of them.
Scott's like, been there, fuck that.
Whether or not they remember it. Everyone says bless you, Lisa.
Oh,
That's an
thank
interesting
you.
question.
3 people said bless you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And like if people don't say bless me, usually I'm like, bless you, Lisa. Why, thank you, Lisa. I don't know why, but I feel like I have to. That falls into just irrational fears.
I sneeze so much, people say, you don't get any more bless yous.
Yeah. If you
I'm like
sneeze,
an allergy-prone person.
She is. Rub pineapple on her.
What was your worst day and best day on the air?
Like, technically, like with the stuff not working, technically.
Because that would be
Or,
like last
you
week.
sucked and you just hated how your performance was. Best day on the air. Probably when I was on with the Mo Show and I got to interview Pauly Shore because I fucking love Pauly Shore.
Wow.
I don't know why, but I was just like, that made my day because I grew up watching Jury Duty and whatever the Biodome and all those stupid ass movies, Encino Man, and then I was like, he's right here in front of me and I get to talk to him
Son-in-law.
on the air. Son-in-law, yes, one of my favorites too. But yeah, that's probably like my best day on the air. Worst day, I don't know. There's just some days when you feel like shit and you just don't want to talk to anybody, but you still have to go on there and act like you're happy. And let's talk about the corn maze because it's fun to go to.
Usually, because Patty and I close
everybody.
our doors.
Yeah.
When we're in bad moods,
last
the doors
week
are
we
closed.
had that mood day and we just had our door closed and then we were just talking to each other on Facebook.
Yeah, we want to put in like a little walkie-talkie system so we can just talk through the wall.
We could just put a window through our studios. What was your best day on the air?
I would say my best days are usually when I get to do interviews. They're
fun, right?
Yeah. Best day probably would be when I went up to Albuquerque and I got to interview Avenged Sevenfold and Alice in Chains, and I got to interview the Butcher Babies.
She invited me
Rob
that day,
Zombie.
and I was so in love with M Shadows, and I couldn't go.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, so I would say in general, my best days are days that I get to do interviews, but not only when I get to do them, but when they come out well. Because sometimes you just don't gel with the guys or the girls or whoever you're interviewing.
They don't want to talk. I just it's hard to get people to be excited.
Like, funny story, when I interviewed Alice in Chains, actually, like the guys come out and they sit down with me and I'm like visibly shaking. I was like, oh my God. And William Duvall looks at me like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, no, I'm fine. And he's like, are you nervous? I was like, well, yeah, you guys are fucking legends.
You're Alice in Chains.
Yeah, I was like, what do you guys do? And then he goes, it's okay. What will make you comfortable? Would you like a joint? Would you like a beer? What's going to make you feel better? And I was just like, can I just have like a water? And they're like, yeah.
Before I pass out again, like at the Kanye.
Yeah, and I'm like, okay. So like they get me a water, they sit down, they're just like hanging out, like whatever. They're like, okay, just relax. Okay, are you ready? Okay, we're ready. Okay, let's do this. Like,
yeah, some of them are very nice. Some of them are just like, sweet. I'm ready to go in and out.
Yeah, so that's what I'm nervous about. And then you have some guys who are just fucking assholes. And they make you uncomfortable, you're uncomfortable, they're uncomfortable, and you just want it to be over with. And that, I've been lucky enough that I've only had that happen once, where I had a really big asshole come in. And
Who was it? Tell us.
I can't say.
Yes, you can. They're not watching this.
I'll say that it was someone who came to one of our events. I'll tell you that. But it wasn't a big name. That's the funny part.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
To the point where we had to... I shouldn't say that. Anyways, but...
now everybody wants to know what you're about to say.
Now you've just hung it out there.
To the point where the actual person that was headlining the concert walked out, came up, gave me a handshake, how are you, blah, blah, blah. Was like, okay, I'll be back for my interview, leaves. The person that was opening needed someone in a quad to drive them out because they
didn't want to walk?
They didn't want to walk.
Wow.
And it was like maybe 20 yards, not even, no, like 10 yards away. And we had to go get a quad from another part of the venue, bring it over to pick him up, and then bring it all the way back so you could do the interview.
Sounds like an all-around douche.
Sit there and wait for like the 5 minutes that we only did over the 10, and then leave.
Ooh, who's your best like phone interview?
My best phoner?
Not to be confused with boner. Just
kidding. Slash.
Oh yeah, that was a good one. He's
Future
exciting.
baby daddy.
I liked interviewing Gavin Rossdale. He was so sweet. And then he cheated on Gwen.
Like, fucking hates me.
Maybe that's why I got to interview him.
Right? No, Slash was a sweetheart. And he was so nice. The interview was amazing. And yeah, I'm going to say that was probably my favorite. Yeah. Oh, no, Zombie was nice too. Rob Zombie was really sweet.
Behem explains why he passed out. He says, and I quote, I passed out because I was poor and didn't have money after buying the tickets. And between 3 people, we finished a litter, I think he means liter, of Jack. That was a bad idea. Since
maybe he put litter
because
we're cats.
Next year what you should do is bring the refillable water bottles because they have the free refill stations.
Yeah, I went to Sun City this past September and that refill bottle is my best friend.
Yeah.
There's also quite the discussion in the chat on why Mesa Music Hall is going to be closing.
Oh, it is?
So, according to Carlos.
I think I saw something on that. Why, Carlos? Why is it closing?
It says because Justin, the owner, is really is really going berserk and no one's helping him, so he's decided to take a break. Mesa Inn wants to go back to a regular hotel. And if they renew the contract, rent would go up another $1,200.
Dude, I have to say the best fucking concert
really
that I've seen there, though, and this is not KLAQ at all, but the best show I've ever seen there was fucking Genuine. Genuine rode that pony
I saw
for
her
like
Snapchats.
2 hours.
And I had to correct how she spelled genuine.
Oh my God, though. Like, literally, it was the weirdest crowd because you had some really thuggy looking people.
And probably
then you had
young kids.
preppy white kids. Yeah, real young kids, a lot older people. And everyone's kind of like in their corners. All of us are like just checking each other out. The music starts, and I swear to God, I have not seen so many people bumping and grinding on each other in a long time.
Nice.
It was amazing. If you can ever go to a Genuine show, go. Just go.
Who's been the rudest person you've interviewed?
I think we just kind of said that. The
But
asshole.
you didn't say the name. That's why.
I can't say
I'm
it.
probably
I was
trying to.
I was trying to get that out.
No.
Kimberly says, I think Lisa did an amazing job on air. Day Scott passed away. You rock, Lisa.
Totally. I was there in the background crying. It was awesome.
I would say that might be the worst day was the day that Scott passed. That was probably the worst day.
That's true.
You were gone by the time that happened.
I wasn't gone. I had strep throat. I was sick. Yeah. I couldn't come. And that's the hardest part is that I couldn't visit him the last week because I had strep throat. It was so awful. I just remember talking to him. Like it was awful. That was probably the worst ever. Yeah. Ever in my career will that ever be the worst because Scott Monson meant so much to both of us.
Yeah, because I think that morning I was with him and his wife, and we were working out the schedule of who was going to be with him for the next few days. And then she called me around, I think it was 6 o'clock, 5:30, 6 o'clock when she called me because it was in the middle of my shift. And luckily, thank goodness, my bosses were still here, so they were able to implement the procedure that was supposed to happen. So, and then I just got to sit in the corner and cry while they actually did real work.
Yeah.
Well, now that we've gotten...
Thanks for bringing up the air.
Thanks.
You tell me that Mesa Music Hall is closing, then you tell me...
Our watchers are a bunch of negative Nancys. Just kidding.
You know what I really want, though? I wish that a lot of venues would have more food because I thoroughly enjoy, as Patty knows, when she went to Lil Wayne with me, I sat there
Dude,
and
I
just
turned around
ate.
every time I turned around. I'm like, go DJ rapping, and she's like, hot dog. And then the next time she's like, nachos.
Sorry.
I was like,
I hate nachos too. You know that's when I eat nachos. You know that's when I'm hungry. Me
and
at the Disturbed concert,
and I was the pregnant one at the time. I did not have nothing but water.
I think that was when I was doing 2-a-day workouts. That's why I was just dying.
She's just like, hot dog.
2 days suck.
Have you ever gotten into a fight?
Yeah,
never. A physical fight? I've never been in a physical fight. Yeah, in my life.
Yeah, a couple, but usually they're not my fault. I swear.
Like we actually had to punch somebody kind of fights?
Yeah. Do
high school?
ex-boyfriends count?
High school?
Yeah, high school. I haven't gotten in a fight in probably years, and I really don't want to. I think you reach an age where you're like, calm down, crazy.
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah.
I've never gotten in a physical fight in my life.
When you're not on the air, what do you do at work?
You're watching it like right here. These conversations happen just without a camera.
Yeah. Just hang out and talk.
If you don't know, add us on Snapchat and you'll literally see that radio chick.
Patty Cakes 713. Oh, I do a lot of production.
Oh God, yeah.
I re-imaged Kiss FM like last month. I don't know, but a lot of production work. So.
Dead Side says, I think I'm getting sick. What do I do?
Go to the doctor.
Keep drinking.
What kind of sick?
Yeah.
Like, are you gonna pass out? Maybe you
I'm
need
always
water.
sick. So I mean, like literally, if you hear my cough,
SARS?
Yeah.
Maybe you have anthrax.
Oh, look, there goes Kevin with his boots.
I know, I can hear it.
Hobbies. Do you have?
I like to cook.
Yeah, bitch, don't cook for me though. Where my enchiladas? Yeah, this bitch fucking texted me yesterday and goes like, "Hey, I hope you enjoy your lunch." I'm like, "Where the fuck's it at?"
I was like, "Oops, the wrong person." New phone, who did? That was funny. I guess just probably, I don't know. I have a kid now, so I don't really have time for hobbies. I just have to take care of her. So I guess that's a hobby.
Yeah, for me, my main hobby, I guess you would say, because I don't know if you know, but I do CrossFit, which is annoying, even saying that.
Do you vape too?
She's wearing a shirt. It says, I do CrossFit.
Yeah.
She just turned it around for the video.
Exactly.
Dead Side says he has cancer AIDS.
Cancer AIDS. Oh, that sounds like a...
It sounds like a pill. I was like, what's that? What's it do? No, I would say my main hobbies are I do go to the gym every day. And so that kind of just, I do that, and then
Lisa's
I work.
hobby is gossiping.
Yes, I am such a good gossiper.
If you need to know anything, just hit up Lisa, and she knows it all.
I know everything.
She has no secrets.
Yeah. I do have secrets. That's the sad part. It's like if I unleashed all of beasts that I had inside me,
You could write a book.
I could.
Behem asks, can you explain quantum tunneling?
Quantum tunneling.
We're in fucking radio. What makes you think we would know the answer? Actually, you might know the answer of that.
Why does he want to know about quantum tunneling? Is he doing homework or something?
Possible. Help the man with his homework.
Just Google everything. That's like most part of being adult is just figuring out how to Google shit. And yeah, making sure you drink enough water. And Lisa's Facebooking
See,
right
quantum
now.
tunneling happens because there are 10 dimensions of space and 1 dimension of time, and then you've got all this energy so that different quantum components can jump between dimensions.
Do you believe in different
I
dimensions?
do, totally do.
I do
I
too.
live on 3 of them.
Did you? What's it called? Interstellar? Was that the movie?
I haven't seen
Interstellar?
yet.
Where he's like in different dimensions. Oh, that was pretty sick. That was awesome. But
This
Interesting
asks,
question.
what part of the body do you love working out?
Me? I like legs. I like squats, deadlifts, all of that.
I thought you were gonna get up and do one. I was like,
No, it's
people know what they look like.
No,
like,
I
"This
have
one?"
no upper body strength. Like today I did arms and my trainer was like, all right, sweet. I'm going to give you the 45-pound bar. And I'm like, so then I got downgraded to 35. I have no upper body strength, but bottom, like lower half, I'm really strong. So I just stay with that instead. I'm like the opposite of a guy. You know how guys always want to work out their top?
Yeah.
And they have little chicken legs? I'm like the complete opposite of that.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
1 pound.
In another dimension, Patty is on the right and Lisa is on the left.
Oh. Or
Wait,
Lisa's
that's our
not
dimension.
wearing the cat makeup and I'm wearing the cat makeup.
Maybe she just doesn't.
Maybe
wanna
I'm
wear kitty
early
makeup.
or I'm late and she's early.
Can you imagine if I showed up early and I've been like, bitch, I got eyeliner in there?
Yeah, she would have done it up.
Do you believe in the string theory or the multiple infinite universe theory? They're asking me, but I'm going to throw that to you.
Say it again. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at the.
I would like to believe in multiple universes where like everything that could possibly happen is happening up there. So like there's a universe made entirely of cheese somewhere. Who doesn't want to live in that universe?
I guess I'd have to agree. Lisa's Snapchatting right now.
Yeah, because I have no idea what the fuck you guys are talking about. But I do know.
Well, we have come to the end of the questions, so
Okay. Well, I guess we'll wrap it up for this week because I have to be live on the air, and so does Lisa in a couple minutes.
so what's up next week?
Oh, we were brainstorming that.
We talk about Thanksgiving stuff.
Thanks.
It's too early. I was saying we should do like themes for these, so we could do like.
Why don't you guys give us suggestions?
Yeah.
Of what should we talk about or theme the next show about? And it's gonna be on Friday next week because last week Scott wasn't here on Friday. Lisa is not gonna be here the rest of the week. So next week it'll definitely be on Friday, October 28th, and at 12:30. So give us some ideas until then. How about that?
Brady says he can count a potato.
That sounds like a talent.
Okay, see you next week. Bye.
Bye.